Council.
The Joan Hamburg Show. Focus on health.
Today we're focusing on your health. I'm Joan Hamburg. We just heard that a few extra pounds may not do you in. That sounds like good news. But I tell you, I am sitting here with my crew, and they are coughing their heads off. They keep claiming it's nothing, but it is loud. And there are two of them, like a little symphony. Dr. Stephanie Reynolds is the Department of Emergency Medicine at Riverview Medical Center. And you know, Dr. Reynolds, it's interesting because neither one of our companions here have had their flu shots. And it seems that the flu shot this year sort of is almost similar to the kind of flu people are getting. Is it too late?
Oh, it's never too late to get the flu shot. You can
Seriously?
Seriously. Your body just needs a couple of weeks to get adjusted to the dosing into your system and build up its response to it. But it's never too late to get the flu shot. And you can get the flu shot any time of the year within realm of the flu season. You need to, in the early fall is the best time to get the flu shot so you can build up your body and your response system, your immune system to the shot. But you can still get it today. Absolutely. The flu season runs through the spring.
So it's never too late. And the flu this year, I can't tell you how many people have even called us with stomach viruses saying, is this the flu? Now, some of these flus are bronchial, coughs, whatever, and others seem to be stomach.
Well, the flu is given to many different cold and virus kind of symptomatology. A lot of people like to say, oh, I've got the stomach flu, or I've got the body flu or the lung flu, as opposed to the influenza, which was the panic virus of the 1920s. And that's what the flu shot is designed to protect against, the influenza that was the scourge of our predecessors. What we are seeing in the hospitals are that flu combined with a stomach virus, which some people like to refer to, as I said, to the stomach flu.
Right.
And you can get different crossover symptoms. Some of the flu symptoms also tag on when you have the stomach virus or the stomach bug. So people get confused with which one they actually have. But you know what? To be perfectly honest, either one is going to knock you for a loop for a couple of days.
Right. And then, but our producer here, it says she's well, and she actually looks quite well, but she is coughing her head off. And what can you do? These coughs seem to linger forever.
Well, there's the generalized flu, the influenza, doesn't just have one isolated symptom. At Riverview Medical Center, we have been seeing quite a few of an upper respiratory cold without a fever, without the nausea, the vomiting, just this productive cough, the runny nose, and some body aches in the absence of fever. But across the entire Meridian Health system, that number of upper respiratory virus has been tripled and quadrupled. So that you can expect to not be able to get a lot of relief or prevention from the flu shot. You have
That's
to
interesting.
just have to suffer through those symptoms. But the influenza itself, we always see on the news the symptoms of the fever, 101, 102. You feel like you were run over by the number 7 subway train.
Wow.
And you're just laying in bed saying, pull the covers over and shut the lights.
You just feel awful. Dr. Stephanie Reynolds, who is with the Department of Emergency Medicine at Riverview Medical Center, part of the Meridian Group. Here's a question, too. I know my husband had a cold and went for a checkup a while ago, and he got the flu shot, and I was really mad at him. I said, you shouldn't have had that flu shot when you were sick. He wasn't sick, but he had a cold. He said, no, that's an old wives' tale.
It is. It is an old wives' tale.
Really?
Well, the flu vaccine is known as a dead virus as opposed to a live virus. And a lot of people are under the misinformation that when they get the flu shot, they get sick from it. That's not the same as all the vaccines that we give our children when they get the fever for a day or two. You don't get that because the childhood immunizations are live viruses, and the flu vaccine is an inactivated, or in layman's terms, a dead virus that your body builds up immune response to.
That's a really good point.
It is. So people across the board think that they're getting sick from the shot, and when in fact they really aren't. What they're feeling is their body mounting the response to the vaccine.
Okay, well, that is very interesting, and I'm happy to hear that. And is there anything we can do to prevent? I mean, beside washing your hands? We keep hearing that, but... Well,
in Riverview, in our medical center, in the emergency department, when someone comes in with the flu that we've tested them positive for, or they've got the whole compendium of symptoms, we isolate them. They wear a mask. We only use paper gowns when we go in to see them. And, obviously in the privacy of your own home, if you walked into your husband with a mask on and a hair bonnet, he'd probably start laughing at you.
Guess what, honey? He wouldn't notice.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
He would say, he'd come up with something.
But we have isolation precautions, and that's what I would recommend. Use plastic silverware and plates for the family member who has the influenza, or even if they've got the stomach virus or the upper respiratory virus, trying to do some modified precautions the best you can and still maintain a relationship with your family, because that's important as well, because you want them to get you the ibuprofen, you want them to get you the hot cup of tea or the hot toddy if that's where you're looking for the relief. But hand washing, obviously, that is the number one, and the antibacterial hand scrubs that they sell.
What do you think about those?
Oh, I think they're very good for when you're out and about. But I think when you're at home, the good old-fashioned soap and water, there is no competition to that. And we have, in our emergency department at Riverview Medical Center, we have every 10 or 15 feet, we have those dispensers. And
I can notice.
Right, and I can say throughout the entire Meridian Health System, we emphasize hand washing, and we tell the staff members, to sing that song, the Happy Birthday song, while you're washing your hands.
Right,
and that
makes
gives
a
you
difference.
Yep, that gives you the full time. And the best thing I can tell you is the best defense is a good offense. So protect yourself by no hugging, no kissing, no sharing of anything.
It's good advice from Dr. Stephanie Reynolds, who is with the Department of Emergency Medicine, Riverview Medical Center, part of the Great Meridian Health Group. Thank you very much, Dr. Reynolds.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Again. I'm glad. Now I'm going to send my coughing producer in another room. I'm going to isolate her. She's breaking all the rules today. I'm Joan Hamburg.